Hey everybody, sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna be available this week. I actually pretty excited. I actually got an interview to work at a university. It won't be until next year, but I've never had an interview like this before, or for a university. So totally different, And again, I apologize when I have to miss, but I didn't want to pass up, especially this week, and not share with you, kind of my own unique interpretation on the cultural needs and community resources. So, just the overview and the learning intention. First, I'm not going to read it directly to you, but I'm just going to kind of give you my take on it. Um, I've worked at multiple schools, kids from different groups, ethnicities, different races, and honestly, everywhere I go, kids are they're looking for the opportunity to share what they know, and then they're also looking for the opportunity to be creative, and I think that's basically human nature. Now, everywhere that I go as well, kids are always wanting to learn new technology tools, and that doesn't matter where the kids are from. It's just it's a need that they have. So one of the things that this week I urge you to consider is, how do we take the cultural needs that they have, that the students have, and community resources to leverage that in the classroom. But my take on it is ultimately that we can actually leverage the kids themselves and have the kids share with us their own cultural needs, and have it emerge naturally from the classes. And that's something that I feel that I've been successful with over the last couple of years. And so one of the ways that manifests itself is within my classes. I always use the kids as peer tutors. I use the kids to go teach with me at conferences and in different settings. And so it's ultimately using the students as leaders in the class. So this week I want you to really walk away with understanding that the kids that you have in front of you have just an amazing amount of untapped knowledge. And really, as a teacher, it comes down to you to be able to really tap into that. So this unboxing video, you're supposed to watch it, or you should have already watched it. And one of the things that, so it's funny, every year I would go in and I would try and align the work that we're doing with how can I teach that to other teachers. So when I taught math, I would say, I'm going to teach these kids how to do this type of problem that they don't know about, or this type of work that they don't know about. I'm going to show them how to use this type of technology, and then ultimately they're going to come into my class at CSUB and help me teach it. And most of the time, and it always worked. I never had any hiccups with it. So when I came down into third grade, as soon as I came in, I thought, what can I teach these kids? I could teach them this, I could teach them this, and then they could come into my CSUB class and help me teach it. But it didn't quite work out that way. Because I didn't really know how to teach third graders, and then B, I realized I don't really even know what they know. I have a third grade son, or a son that's that age, but it was very foreign to me, and I even felt almost like, man, I've bitten off more than I could chew here. But once I kind of fell back on my own ideas and philosophy, and I just kind of started to see what the kids were into. And it was funny. The first day, the day that I said, hey, what's Roblox? I see like 3 kids wearing shirts that say Roblox. And, I had 0 engagement during that little lesson. But when I said, what is Roblox? I had every single hand go up. And every kid wanted to explain to me what Roblox was. And then every single kid wanted to explain to me what Minecraft was. And every kid wanted to tell me how I could actually play it. And so it was crazy, because then from there, it turned into like, oh my God, there's so much here that they have, so much that they want to share. And now it kind of became about, how can I facilitate their learning and actually teaching me, because these were all things that I was learning now. So what we did is we looked up this guy, Papa Jake. You could watch the video. I asked the kids. The kids were telling me about unboxing videos because we had bought costumes. And I asked them, that was for another assignment, but I asked them, hey, so who's the best unboxer, or the video unboxer? They said Papa Jake. I looked him up. This is literally like 10 minutes before class. I look him up, and the video was clean. We watch it, and then we start making this right here. They call it a Flea Map. And it was crazy because I didn't realize, everything that goes into an unboxing video. I actually wasn't really into that whole genre. But Basically, it's the type of video YouTubers make when they open new products. We turned it into this. First, the YouTuber does the introduction. So we broke down every part of the video that we're making, and then we turned that into the writing that they were going to do, and then we turned that into the activity that they worked with and taught the CSUB students, or they worked with you guys and showed you guys about it. Now, I don't have their writing yet, but we have some pretty cool writing portfolios I'll be able to share with you when we come back to class. So when we go through this, like, I really want you to consider like two things. One is, I could have walked into the class and said, oh, this is what they don't know. This is where they're struggling. This is what's wrong. This is what needs to happen. And I look at the students from what's called the deficit perspective, basically thinking of all the things that is wrong or that they may have wrong with them. When I was going about teaching them with this, I was going through them not only through an appreciative method where I'm building on their strengths, but they were actually teaching me the process as well. So what you're going to have here for a Flipgrid discussion is if you attended the video at Casa Loma, share any aha moments, describe anything new you learned, or how you could use this type of experience in a learning environment. And then how does this experience validate the interest of the child? And I think that's one of the most important parts, because I did have a couple behavior issues that really pretty much disappeared right around the time that I started these types of experiences. And it's funny because I've kind of been going back and forth where I'll do kind of lessons like this and kind of invent them on my own. And then I try and come back and and I'll try and come back and do everything kind of the right way, and then I feel like that's kind of where I have some of some like more behavior problems. But then when I up the game and bring in some new things again, this is where I get everybody back. So that's kind of my take on it. Now, if you did not attend the unboxing video, please share any aha moments you described and describe anything new you learned, or how you can use the video shared on slide 3 in a learning environment. And then how does this experience validate the interest of a child? So I would like for you to respond to at least 2 of your peers. And then down here, these are optional. It's not this one. You don't want to do the HyperDoc one. Well, you can if you want, but I'll talk about these. So these are kind of selected, engaging and supporting all students in learning. You could complete an hour of code module on code.org. And it should take you about an hour. Those are a good 20 points. You'll screenshot whatever you do at the end. Another option is you could research the educational possibilities found in Minecraft, and you could create a lesson. It doesn't have to be like some fancy schmancy lesson plan, something real basic on how you would incorporate Minecraft into a subject area or into multiple subject areas. And you could just do that on a Google document. Complete one of the scripting non-puzzle based program modules in Code Academy, and then they also have it in Khan Academy. And then finally, the third one is you can research classroom gamification techniques, but what it comes down to is playing an online game like World of Warcraft, Farmville, or others, and then write a reflection discussing the pros and the cons on the topic. And your reflection can be written or on video, or you can use it on anything else and send it to me. But notice how all of these are a cool 20 points, and any of them should take you anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Definitely reach out if you have any questions. Please make sure you watch the videos. And again, my apologies for having to miss. Thank you.